Hey, welcome to the Grace Over Grind series, where we talk about what it really takes to stop starting over and finally feel like you again. Now, if you've been stuck in the all or nothing thinking, like burnout from dieting or feeling invisible in your own life, you're so seen here. I'm Cassie. I'm a coach, mom, and a woman who has been through it. And I'm here to walk with you into a softer, stronger, and more sustainable version of your health journey. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome to episode 13, Body Shame. This one's going to be a little deep, so it's going to hit. And if it does, that's okay. It needs to hit. We're talking about things that typically aren't talked about. So here we go. You look in the mirror and you don't recognize who you see. You pause, glance at your reflection, and for a second you wonder, is that really me? The clothes fit differently. The skin sags in places it didn't before. The lines are deeper. The shape is softer. And somehow it's harder to accept. That stuff's hit me before. You quickly look away. Maybe you change with the lights off. Have you been there before? Does that hit? Maybe you crop yourself out of photos. Maybe you joke about your body before anyone else can, just to protect yourself. You're not just disappointed, you're ashamed. And you're tired of feeling at war with the skin that you're in. So let's dive into this. Because today, we're talking about something that so many women silently carry, especially when they no longer believe in themselves or their worth. The weight of body shame. And I don't know about you. I'm thinking if you're here and you're listening to this, you've probably struggled with it also. I know I have. I get it. I totally get it. I get it. This episode is for the woman who doesn't recognize herself anymore, and she desperately wants to come home to her body without guilt, without fear, and without judgment. So what is body shame? What does it really feel like? Body shame, it doesn't always show up as loud self-hate. Sometimes it's quiet. It's avoidance. Like skipping the mirror, dreading summer clothes, staying out of the photo, or taking it but never posting it. Have you been there? Or your friend might post something and you're like, whoa, I can't believe they posted that of me. Like, really? I need people to start letting me see photos before they post them. Have you been there? I've been there. I'm raising my hand. I've been there. I've been through all these. I'm right there with you. I'm holding your hand, okay? I'm walking with you through this. Sometimes it's emotional distance. Refusing intimacy, not because you don't want love, but because you don't feel lovable. Wearing clothes to hide, not to express. Feeling uncomfortable in your skin, even when no one else can see. And the cruelest part, you blame yourself. You believe your body is a problem, that you are the problem. But here's the truth. Your body is not a problem to fix. I'm going to say that again because you really need to hear that. Your body is not a problem to fix. It's a place that deserves your care, not your criticism. So let's talk about where shame comes from. You weren't born ashamed of your body. You learned that. So get your pen and paper. Write these down because this is where it comes from. These are the things that you've learned. Okay, you've learned it from the diets that you were put on as a teen, from the magazines that praised thinness and it punished softness, from the gym class jokes, the backhanded compliments, the comparison culture. You were taught that beauty equals worth, that smaller, it means better, that your body is only valuable when it's meeting some impossible standard. You know that impossible standard you were trying to meet. You know. You know the things that were said. You know the backhanded compliments, the comparison culture. So now, even after all your hard work, your babies, the life that you've lived, you still stand in the mirror and you wonder, why can't I just love this body? But friend, like your body has carried you through grief, through illness, through birth, burnout, and through breakthrough. Because right now, you're going to have a breakthrough. And you've had many breakthroughs. But right now, you're going to break through this. You don't need to shrink it to honor it. You need to see it with new eyes. I'm going to say that again because I think you really need to hear this. You don't need to shrink it to honor it. You need to see it with new eyes. So what is body shame stealing from you? See, this shame, it's not harmless. Okay? You need to hear that. It's not harmless. It keeps you from chasing your goals. It keeps you from being present in your life. It keeps you from experiencing joy because joy feels unsafe when you don't feel worthy of it. Did you hear that one? I'm going to say it again. It keeps you from experiencing joy because joy feels unsafe when you don't feel worthy of it. You don't speak up. You don't say yes to opportunities. You don't fully live because deep down, you feel like you don't deserve to. Not until you, quote, fix your body. And that is a lie we're tearing down today. Okay, I'm going to say it again. That's a lie that we're tearing down today. So now we're going to go into what healing looks like because healing your relationship with your body doesn't mean you have to love every inch of it tomorrow. Did you hear that? It doesn't mean you have to love every inch of it tomorrow. It means you start respecting it today. So get your pen and paper out and write this down. Because you need to make sure that this is everywhere that you can see it. You need to make sure that you're reminded of this every single day. You need to make sure that this becomes a habit of yours. Okay? So here's what respect in your body can look like. Number 1, neutrality over negativity. If you can't say, I love my body yet, start with, this is my body and I don't have to hate it. Number 2, curiosity instead of criticism. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? Am I tired? Am I hungry? Am I lonely or stressed? Your body is not your enemy. It's your ally. Number 3, kindness in the mirror. Not compliments, just compassion. You're doing your best. You've carried me through hard times. You don't have to be smaller to be enough. You don't need to earn your way back into confidence. You get to rebuild it in grace, not grind. I'm going to say that again. You don't need to earn your way back into confidence. You get to rebuild it in grace, not grind. So I'm going to leave you with this. If you've been avoiding the mirrors, if you feel ashamed of what you see, if you believe that your body has to change before you can feel better, I want you to hear this, and I want you to hear it really loud. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are allowed to be seen and celebrated in the body that you have right now. This is Grace Over Grind, where we stop punishing ourselves for being human and we start choosing healing that actually lasts. You are more than a number. You are more than a reflection. You are more than a body. And you, exactly as you are enough. I hope this felt like a deep exhale. If you needed to hear this today, take it as your sign that you're not behind and you're not broken. Want support? or a next step, DM me the word grace on Instagram at Cassie_Covey. That's Cassie, Cassie _ Covey, COV as in Victor, EY, and I'll send you a free resource to guide you forward. Until next time, give yourself grace, drink some water, and remember, you're worthy of showing up for yourself also.